Hey Ringside crew, welcome to the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. And now here's your host, Joe Panther III.
Hello there, wrestling fans, and welcome back for another episode of the internationally known Dudes at Ringside podcast. I'm Joe Panther III, and today, Ringside crew, you are in for a treat. I have a tag team from the UK. Let's give a warm Dudes at Ringside welcome to the sound. Welcome to Dudes at Ringside, guys. Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Guys. So, if my internationally known audience, mostly my American fans from the East Coast and halfway across the United States are not familiar with you gentlemen, introduce yourselves.
Go ahead.
Me? Okay. Yeah. My name is Bobby Adams. I'm the Deadeye. I've been wrestling nine years. Jesus Christ. And this is my tag team partner.
Hey, I'm the Rockstar George Rashford. Also been wrestling for 9 years. Still not dead. So
somehow not dead.
Awesome. So, who trained you, gentlemen?
So I was trained by Jimmy Starr in the Fallen Star Wrestling Academy in Kings Lynn. You were Fight Factory first.
Yeah, I started out at Fight Factory in Lincoln. I was there for about 3 years, and then I joined Fallen Star Academy, and now train there and PPW and various other places as well. So
we know PPW.
Probably a different PPW.
No, I know the one you trained for that has Skylar that goes to the school.
Yes, yeah.
Those guys are doing really good stuff there.
Yeah, they're incredible. They're amazing.
And it's funny because everybody's like, because they think, the one I go to, not the one I know it's not PPW in America.
It's a long way to go to train.
One day before you come to the good old States. But what was it like individually? Like, what was it like the first time you two came through the curtains for your because I don't know if you guys were always a tag team, but what was it like when you first debuted individually in the wrestling world?
My debut was a mistake, which I think really set the tone for the rest of my career. No, my debut was in a tiny village called Outwell. I've been training for maybe not long, like 6 months, 5-6 months, something like that. And one of my good friends, Mike, wrestles as the Bulk. He took me to this show, and I was like, I'm just going to go and show my face and help out and stuff. It was supposed to be a 6-man tag with Mike, Big F and Joe, and someone else. I can't remember who it was. But we're in the car there, and Big F and Joe rings Mike, and he's like, oh man, I've messed up big time. And Mike was like, oh, hold on, what's the matter? And he goes, I'm at my kids. I think he was at his kids' friends' birthday parties, and one of the little shits has nicked my keys, and I can't get in my car, and I can't get to my gear, and I'm locked out of my house, so I can't come to the show.
The kid stole his keys?
Some kid stole his keys. So he was just stuck. He was stuck at this kid's birthday party, and he couldn't get in his car. So he was like, I can't come to the show. I don't know what happened with that in the end, but long story short, he didn't come to the show. And I was sort of there, and I went up to Jimmy Starr, and I was like, I mean, if you want someone to just do a wrist lock and take a bump and tag out and just fill a space, I'm here. So I was rocking the skinny jeans with wrestling boots and a generic Fallen Star Wrestling vest. Came out looking like a proper backyard. Took 3 moves, and that was it. Good. I hit a devastating elbow drop from the second rope. The video is long gone, thank God.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's my debut.
Now I gotta have Joey F, that guy, to come on the show. I gotta hear the famous key story. I gotta hear that, man.
He'll have some more stories than that.
I'll have plenty more stories than that. I think he's probably forgotten that.
I told you about that. It's your turn, sir.
My debut, similar to you, my debut was about 6 months in. But
Yours was just because you were good, though, right?
not quite. I was struggling to find a character and find a name and stuff, and they realised that my last name was very similar to the Waterboy, Bobby Boucher. So they said, if you do the Waterboy gimmick, we'll give you a match. And I was like, yeah, it's a match, fine, I'll do it. So I debuted in like running trousers and my Lonsdale trainers, and I had "I love water" written on my back and H2O down my spine. I don't know if you know this story.
I've heard people joke about the Waterboy, but I didn't really
Yeah.
know anything about it.
Yeah, and I was like, it's a match. If it dies, great, and then I'll just do my own thing. But it got really over in one night, so then I had to do it for like 6 months. Yeah, so I had to stick with the Bobby Boucher Waterboy gimmick for way longer than I ever wanted to do. I still hate the name, but yeah, I just stuck with Bobby. So yeah, that's my debut. Mine was
my gosh, that's insane that you were the Waterboy. That's one way to go over in the wrestling world. Guess what I was today? I was the Waterboy, kids. Waterboy.
And whenever I go to Lincoln and Fight Factory, they still call me Waterboy, and I still hate them for it.
It's like, Waterboy, no, step it.
Gatorade, H2O, I get them all. Toothbrush, all of
it. That's crazy. So when did you guys decide to be a tag team, or was it that somebody put you guys together?
It was your idea.
So it was my idea. It was the sound was originally going to be a stable. So I was I was a babyface the whole time. My first like 4 or 5 years. And just before, it was during COVID. I messaged Jim and I was like, I've got this idea. Because I wasn't really doing anything. I was a babyface that just sort of, but like, no one really cared. People were just high-fiving me because I wanted to high-five them, and that was there was kind of nothing to it, and I wasn't doing anything of note. So I kind of thought, I'm already doing this rock star thing. Rock stars are probably better off being assholes, right? Because that's, it's an easier thing to get over. Like, you're just the cocky rock star. Yeah. So I messaged Jim during COVID, and I was like, I've got this idea. How about I start this stable of people who feel like you've not given them the opportunities that they deserve, expecting him to be like, no, fuck off. And he was like, mate, that's brilliant, let's do it. And then we did our annual big show that we do at Linsport. Happened the next year, once we'd gone back to doing shows and stuff, and I was the only person that of like the usual wrestlers that weren't booked for the show. Just like, I wasn't not around or anything, I just wasn't booked for it. So I was a bit like, okay, I wonder if you're just trying to piss me off now. I don't really know. And then the show after that, I got to wrestle the Waterboy.
Oh my god.
So I got to wrestle. I wrestled Bobby, and Jim said to me before we went out, he was like, "Do this match. You're going over, and then afterwards, I want you to get on the mic and get it." It was literally, it felt like the CM Punk pipe bomb sort of thing. He was like, "Say, get it all out. Like, I won't take it personally because I know you are annoyed at me, but like, just get it out." And I cut this promo on this whole thing about me like not being invited to the big show, the big payoff show that we'd all waited a whole pandemic for, and I wasn't getting opportunities, all this sort of stuff. And then we wanted it to be a stable, but then we kind of figured that there just wasn't,
because I think there was meant to be like 5 of us at one point, wasn't there? But then one wasn't ready and one quit the business.
Yeah.
So then there was 3 of us for a while, and then
it kind of ended up just being me and you.
Ended up just 2 of us. So this 7-man stable ended up with
ended up being 2 people. But I think it worked out for the best, to be fair. A lot of the times at our shows, you won't get everyone there at every show as well, and I think it'd probably be a bit of a logistical nightmare. So. Yeah, it's fine. You'll do.
Wow. But yeah, I think it just worked out better with two of us because you brought the character and the promo side, and then I brought the wrestling side. So
Yeah.
between us, we sort of had all bases.
We
covered.
make like one whole wrestler between the two of us.
Oh,
You know, I
geez.
don't do any moves, but
Like a transformer. Like,
yeah.
And then I started doing promos, and now you've got nothing.
Yeah, that's quite annoying. I had a couple of shows off, and he started doing promos, and I was like, "Whoa, well, bud, let's know our roles here. You're gonna make me start doing wrestling moves and shit." And then, yeah, it's dangerous. Very dangerous. It sets a dangerous precedent. We had it perfect.
no.
But,
So,
it's what it
where
is.
else in the UK have you guys been to? Like, is there any other places in the UK countries or like maybe you haven't performed yet that you guys want to wrestle in that you want to go to?
We're debuting at DOA in
July.
June. Is it June or July?
Yes.
Wasn't
You
it
made me
yesterday?
doubt now.
June,
Uh,
get me check.
This.
Dang
We'll be there. So that's in Ely.
We've got some big top stuff coming up, which is sort of all over Norfolk, and they do Sheringham and Holt. And
Yeah, we're doing a show in a massive circus tent in April, which I'm really excited for.
Falling Star Wrestling's got a big tour coming up. We're doing all the towns around here and stuff. So yeah, but yeah, we want to wrestle sort of everywhere, really. Everywhere. Basically.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Not everywhere. I don't want to get a Chroma or Ipswich. I don't want to get to Ipswich.
No.
No.
Okay.
Well, you are live on Twitch right now. So. It's not like you said Twitch. I'm like, we are live on Twitch.
No, Ipswich.
Ipswich.
It's like Norwich is. I live in Norwich. It's like Norwich's rival.
Oh, jeez.
So I don't want to go there.
I'm like, whoa, you are live on Twitch. Twitch, don't get insulted.
The
Sound doesn't like Twitch. Oh, geez, protest.
We could wrestle on Twitch.
That'll be the next promo. Twitch, we don't like you. Then I'm like, just gang. The video's flagged forever on Twitch. No, Twitch. I have to make a statement. Sorry, Twitch. They were just kidding.
I'd like to formally apologise on behalf of the sound for my inappropriate comments about Twitch. Wasn't meant.
You didn't know what.
All they do nowadays on here is hot tub streams. Oh, we have a friend coming in. Hello. He's one of my fans. Hey, what's going on, Liz? Yeah, he's a good guy. So any chance you guys ever come into the United States to wrestle?
I'd love to. Yeah, we were planning a holiday in LA next year earlier, weren't we? But yeah, no, I would love to. It's something that that's kind of bucket list stuff.
Yeah.
That wheels haven't been put in motion for anything like that, but yeah, if the opportunity arose, then yeah, totally, 100%.
You should definitely, when you're in the States, definitely send like before you leave, like, as you're planning the trip. I said this to a tag team from the LWF promotion. They want to come to the States. Any ideas, Joe? There's a bunch of promotions. Just send your stuff to them. Tell them about yourself. Send them a promo hype video. You never know. You could be booked. I helped a group got booked at PPW in Slating. So you never know. Like in LA, there's tons of promotions out there. I don't know many in LA because I'm an East Coast boy going up east. Going to bank signs now. But yeah, I'm an East Coast guy, so I know a lot of East Coast people like PPW, NYWC, Northeast Wrestling, people like that, ISPW. But like you look it up and find it up on the YouTubes or the internets, the Googles, like what places are in this area in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
You send it to the promoter and send your stuff. You may get 2 or 3 bookings. Like to wrestle while you make a little cash while you're on the vacation,
Certainly
even though the person you're with is like this, with the scuba mask on, going like this.
This means I can come on a couple's holiday.
Yeah, this is how we invite you in. Yeah. I'll just be third wheeling the whole time.
Oh, here we go.
That's fine.
Oh, you're third wheeling.
Yeah.
Here we go. That's
Love
something.
to see you guys in the Northwest promotion. Hook us up.
There you go. There you go. That's how you get things done. Like,
Yeah.
We need to start a Just Giving page to pay for the flights.
Yeah. Just tag us in all Northwest promotions.
sound versus the brand. I want to see it. Sound versus the brand.
In the
That'd be good.
States, when we're both
In the
from
States.
England. Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why
Oh
not?
gosh. Okay.
Over there.
He'll really be going like this to me, like the guy from Home Alone. Be like, and I'll be the kid with the gum. I'll be like, what the- I'll drop instead of the gum. I'll put my sticker in their hand, like. my artist Joe must make that happen when wrestling promotions ask for money from Joe. I just drop my sticker in their hand and I go, "You're welcome," and then close the door. I think they meant Northwest. I guess they meant the UK in America. I'm thinking like there's other places in the UK, and I don't know if it was CPW that was open for a while that I used to always get all their wrestlers from. There's LWF. There's TNT. There's a bunch of them. I can't think of the rest.
There's
Some more.
loads in UK.
That's what I've heard. There's so many different like let's go into that with like the shows you guys get booked on. Do you guys have to like with your gear, do you have to know what you guys are wearing to what show to know that not to like have the wrong gear ready to go?
We just got new gear recently, didn't we?
Yeah.
A few months ago. So that's pretty much seeing us through at the moment.
Yeah.
Hard to get it wrong if you've only got one set.
Yeah.
That's
Oh
the key.
jeez.
I usually take if I'm doing single stuff and you're not there, I usually take a couple of different sets just in case there is like a color clash or something. But it usually doesn't come up because people wear all different sorts of colors. And
there was that show where I wrestled at Fight Factory and I was teaming with Furio. We were both wearing. We've both got long brown hair with blonde streaks in it. We've both got black and gold gear, and the commentary team were both just calling us the wrong name the whole time. I watched it back and I was like, to be fair, boys, you'd never met either of us until that day. You're obviously good at that. Makes sense. It's fine.
But one of you's a vampire.
And it's not me.
Oh god. Here we go. I got another comment in the chat.
Oh, in the northeast of England.
Yes.
Northwest of England. Sorry.
Yeah, there's loads in the northwest. But we're
Like-
sort of East Midlands at the minute, so it's
Like, what is like when you clean your gear? Do you guys? I know people have a certain like the way they clean their gear because the gears are the wrestling gear is made differently than they've been making it back in the day because people be sitting in their house, have their moms, their poor grandmas or moms sewing them gear out of a bathing suit. Like, is there a certain cleaning regimen that you guys do with your gear? Like, how you clean it differently than most people?
No, I mean I've just put it on like delicates in the wash as cold as possible, I think.
yeah.
And I've gotten away with it. Becky's looking at me and shaking her head because you didn't hear that. All right, Becky washes my gear and cooks my food and
drives you about.
and no, I do the driving. Thank you very much. I bring some things to my relationships in and outside of the ring.
We miss you, Becky. If it wasn't for Becky, this podcast would never happen.
That is true. That is true.
She's a savior. She's a good person. I never met her, but she's a good
I wear
person.
my pajamas,
It's all smug right now.
all smug and snug.
She's all snuggy in her PJs. We're doing a roast on Becky. Poor Becky.
No, she deserves it.
She deserves it. She's the queen of the day. She gave us. She put us on the spotlight. So she gave you this spotlight. She was supposed to be part of the spotlight, and then she's like,
Do you want to know a wrestling story about Becky? Actually?
yes,
Oh, no.
Yeah, no, I'm telling it. So
she's gonna kill us.
we just won the tag titles back.
Oh no.
We just won the tag titles back like a month ago, and when we lost them, It was about a year ago, and there was a spot where I take our opponent's like tag finisher. It's when we're heels.
It wasn't even a finish.
Was it not? Oh, for fuck's sake. I took a double team move. Guy pins me. Becky's supposed to run round and pull the ref out before he gets to 3. Doesn't get there in time. Ref just counts to 3.
Oh no!
We lost the tag titles.
What happened? Was she wearing like high heels or her boots slipped or something?
There was a short way around the ring and there was a long way around the ring. And Becky decided to run the long way around the ring.
It was also the ref's fault.
How was it the ref's fault?
I don't know if you can hear her, but she's blaming the ref.
Yeah, I can hear that.
Unbelievable. And he's not even here to defend himself. Sorry, Toby.
He quit the business.
He quit the business because you both quit the business now, to be fair. And we're tag champs. So coincidence? I think not.
What was really funny about that though is like you were really upset because you were in tears.
Yeah.
You were shoot angry. You were so mad, and I was pissing myself laughing.
Yeah, it wasn't. I don't think it was the sound's finest.
So there was 3 completely different emotions going on.
That will make the sounds the best of DVD when it comes
Yeah,
out.
someone did like a who was it? Was it Owen that did like a photo montage of Becky being like me looking fuming and you in the corner just pissing yourself. Like the 3 faces of the sound.
No.
Yeah, it's a dark time, but hey, she's out now and we're champs, so it's fine.
Yeah, the
Yes.
first show since she left, we won them back. So
Oh God.
Come back.
we got rid of
She's coming back to ruin it. She's a plant. She's a
She'll
That's
come in
the-
like when
the real
Yokozuna won the title over Brett and then over Hogan and the photographer. He'll be wearing the beard and the hat. Tabby was winning back and blind the opponent. And then she'll run away and pull the beard off.
Guerrero spot because when we lost, you were like, "Where the fuck was Becky?"
Oh no, it literally was. I turned into Eddie when he's like, "Where the fuck is Vicky?" Because that's the thing as well. The match finished, obviously, and I was standing by the curtain, like looking
Confused.
like selling the fact that I'd lost, but also was just like angry. And I was looking around and I couldn't see either of them. They were both gone. And I was like, this is a rib. Like they've made us lose the titles and then they just ran off. And I was just like, what
They ran off together. It's over.
Yeah, that's how I found out. Yeah.
You pulled. Wait, what was it again? Christian. She pulled a Trish at WrestleMania 20 with Christian. Low blow Jew, and he ran off with her.
Unbelievable. Look what you've caused.
Do you remember that? I was there. I was just like, way to go, Christian. Dang, Jericho. You lost your girl.
Hell of a payday.
Jeez, Trish, you moving around. Jeez. Oh gosh. Becky, we just kidding. We would never do that. He's like, shut up. I got a British quiet. Shut up, Joe.
Have you had that?
Did I just get that?
I get that all the time. It's fine. I was getting it when I was pretending I washed my own gear for a second. So,
He's like, do you want me to spoil it to the world, sir? No, don't do that.
it was like a warning look. She was looking at me, she's going, and I was like, all right, I don't wash it. She does.
Good thing this wasn't yesterday. She could have yelled, it's independent, it's International Women's Day. You don't be lying on my day.
That's why we deliberately put it on today rather than yesterday.
And she'll be like, don't be lying on my day today. I'm not making nothing today. You go get your own food. That was my mom yesterday. I was like,
did I do anything nice for you yesterday?
We got drunk.
Oh, we got drunk and went to the football, yeah.
yeah, soccer game. Woot, woot.
Yeah.
I bought me a pint.
That's
Did I
what
buy
you
you
said.
a pint?
I think so.
I bought her a pint.
There we go.
That's good.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
fine on that day. So what kind of food did you guys eat? I love food. So what kind of food did you guys eat at the soccer game?
We went to there's like a local, like really low division team called Wroxham near us. Not to be confused with Wrexham, the famous one. So it is just like proper gritty burger van, chips, that sort of thing. So nothing spectacular. I'd maybe eat before you go to Wroxham. No, I'm just shooting on the poor tea lady at Wroxham now. That's not fair. No, it's perfectly nice.
We're gonna have heat in Wroxham now.
No, yeah, I'm never allowed that. No. What did we eat yesterday?
We had breakfast, and then that was it. And I drunkenly ordered a McDonald's.
That's it. Yeah, no, I didn't eat. I only had breakfast yesterday, and then this is why I feel awful today.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I only had breakfast yesterday.
I always eat breakfast because I work early in the morning, so I get up to like 5:30. I get to work by 5:30 in the morning, and I wonder why I'm like if you when you give what's his name Roger Rabbit beer, it's like I'm always hyper. I'm hyperactive, so it's okay. But oh my gosh, yeah, early in the morning food. You don't eat breakfast, Piata. That's my
You
fault.
start work at 5:30.
Yes.
What time do you wake up?
5:13. 5. Wait, no. Let me correct it. I have the timer in my room. I got my phone. I get up at 5:15 in the morning.
Oh, you work at home?
No, I work in a senior home in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
That is so early.
And you're telling me some of these people get mad at me and they're like, yo, can you get me? And I'm just like, you realize what time I'm up. We have to serve them by 8 o'clock. So eat breakfast. Yeah, breakfast is served by 8 o'clock there. And they're snapping their fingers. They're like coffee. And I'm walking around the dining room like, I had 2 hands. They love me because the music's playing. I'm dancing, moving my arms and legs to like the music playing, not trying to spill hot water on people and coffee all over the place. Not trying to let go of the coffee pots. Visual.
The people that are clicking are the ones getting spilt on.
Oh yeah, I'm afraid one day I'm gonna hear a song and be like, "Cliff."
Stone cold in it.
I told one of my residents, she loves coffee, so I was like, I'm easily just. She's like, "Have you never thought of just?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, way too hot, way too hot. That's way too hot, fresh from the pot." But yeah. So, if we're talking about the day of a show, how do you prep it? Do you guys meet each other at each other's houses, or do you sleep over his house to be able to get there on time? Like, what time do you guys leave before a show? Do you usually?
So we don't really live anywhere near each other. It's like over an hour's drive away, which in America is nothing, but in England that's
that's a long drive. An hour?
If you've driven an hour for something. So yeah, most of our shows are all around Kings Lynn, which is like an hour drive from here.
They're usually in between the two of us. Usually,
yeah. So we don't really get to hang out outside of shows too much. But
Becky doesn't let him hang out with you. I get it. I understand.
You're usually hungover, so I usually get to the show first.
Oh God,
that is slander.
It's also
but accurate. Yeah, you get there and you're normally you run the training sessions pretty much. So I kind of I'll get there at like maybe 4:30. I feel like we've been doing it long enough now to have like our stuff.
Yeah.
Sort of we've got like a few set things now, and it kind of makes planning a match so much easier. And I think we've hit our groove with that now. Which it
was a lot easier when we were heels because we just had to kind of take what they wanted to do and then implement it. But now we have to come up with fancy face stuff. Fancy face stuff.
Oh, I've got to do again. Like it comes back to it. I've got to do like wrestling moves now. It sucks.
Yeah, it's just crazy to think that, like, with you guys living an hour apart, I would be like, I'm gonna come the day before just to sleep over, so we have a little bit of leeway times if we have to get to a venue early. You know what I mean, guys? That's what I would.
Yeah, I mean, it's all right, mate. Like, I'll leave my house at like 3 p.m. on a show day, and I'll get there at like 4-ish, and I'll get home at like just after midnight. It's not too bad. It's okay.
Yeah, when we've done some of the like slightly further away ones for like Lincoln and stuff, we've usually had like a bed and breakfast like the night for the night.
Yeah, we'll book like an Airbnb. Although there was one time where Furio booked an Airbnb for us.
Oh, geez. No B&B? Oh, boy.
I'm shooting on everyone today. I'm going all out. Yeah, everyone's getting buried.
Everybody's getting their toast today, burnt toast.
There was so basically he booked us an Airbnb, but it wasn't Airbnb. It was like a fake version of Airbnb, like a cheaper version of Airbnb.
Air C&C.
Yeah,
something like that.
Like
Air F and F, FUF.
Literally, we got there. We got to this house, which looked lovely, and there were like 5 or 6 of us. And there was no information anywhere about like how you get in. We were like, is there like a box with like the key in it, or like a combination or something? Have they hidden the key somewhere? Like, we've got no information. And we were there for maybe like half an hour, not really knowing what to do. Rob Furier he found the guy's phone number who owns the house. He's ringing him. No one's picking up. Eventually, he rings like the customer service team for the company that we'd like hired it from, and they were like, "Well, if he's not answering the phone, I don't know what to tell you. It's not my house. I don't know how to." It basically turned out. Then Furio was not very happy.
Furio's never very happy.
To say the least, he wasn't very happy. So we went and booked a Holiday Inn instead. And then one of our friends, Robbie, got there a little bit later on. Didn't know any of this had happened. And he got there and he rang one of us. I can't remember who it was. And he was like, "Oh, I've just pulled up to the house, and this like other group of people have just gone in." So the dude had like double booked it, and then just not told us, and then just ghosted us. So we were just stuck outside his house.
No.
Furio's going crazy to the customer service agent, and me and Sam Wakefield just looked at each other and we were like, "Should we go to the pub while he's doing this?"
I would be freaking throwing shit. I'm gonna be like,
he had nothing to throw, but if he did,
ugh. Like when my parents and I went to the Carolinas, if they did that to my mom and dad, I think my dad would have pulled a corrections officer on his ass, big boss man style nightstick.
So I felt so bad for the customer service person, because it was just like,
having to deal with
what can you do? What can you do? The guy's not answering his phone. I can't open his house for you.
Furio is never in the best of moods anyway. So when it's like midnight after a show, he was fuming. But, yeah.
Fumio. Yeah, and he really loves me telling that story. He loves it when I bring it up to his face. It never annoys him, which is great. I hope you'll pick it up on my sarcasm here.
which is why we never bring it up.
Yeah, which is why I never bring it up, and I definitely never bring it up on a podcast to make him look silly. I'd never do that.
Well, we just did, and he ruined. he done. Goodbye. Damn. Yeet. He just got yeeted out of the world.
I thought he was going to yeet his phone.
I can't believe that got famous. That stupid phrase "yeet" got famous. I've said some stupider words on this podcast for 4 years. I said like "ning." I said "zap." I would like "meh." Would say like random crap. Like, how did they even banned the word "yeet"? They banned it because it was famous for some other reason, and it made him bleep it out. So he had merch that had it bleeped, and I'm just like, is it like? I'm like, didn't they also do that with the "too sweet"? Also, I remember Too Sweet was banned because WWE.
They banned it.
Yeah, because WWE didn't want the Bullet Club using,
Oh, I didn't want the
yeah.
Bullet Club to do it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they banned
and they all their merch had Too Sweet bleeped out. It was so funny. The late 2000, I think it was 2006, 2007, maybe 2008, maybe 9, when the NWO Too Sweet got copyrighted by WWE, and the Bullet Club had to had to zap out all the Too Sweets in all their merch. I was like, wow,
Oh,
he really did that.
Yeah, they did do a really good censorship shirt there. That was quite funny. But
I was very much crazy about that. I was like, damn, they just did that. Like, yeah. But gentlemen, before we go, if any of my fans from the US some reason wants to pick up any t-shirts from the Sound, is there any way they could find them?
Message us. I think would be the best way to do it.
yeah,
We're hold on. What's our Instagram? At thesound.pw
underscore PW.
underscore at thesound_pw. I totally knew that.
Yes.
Message us is the best way. They're not. We haven't put them like online for sale. But they could be. There's no reason why they can't be. Or if you fancy, Kings Lynn's lovely this time of year. On the English East Coast. Yeah, beautiful place. Just come to a show. Why not?
Yeah. Is there any other? If anybody in my fans watching from the UK, like that gentleman that was in the chat, if there's any shows you're doing that if he wants to go to a show to watch the Sound live, what's the next upcoming show he can buy a ticket for, or like where he can go?
We're in West Lynn on the 15th.
Yeah, West Lynn Sports and Social Club next Saturday on the 15th.
And then Whiz Beach the Sunday after that.
Was it just Sunday?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh God.
I'm glad you said that. I was going to turn up on Saturday. No, I'd have looked.
You would have been a day early.
Yeah. It's just, look, failure to prepare is preparing to fail. And I get there a day early. And yeah.
Becky said, I told you. So.
And she has a go at me because I never use my calendar on my phone to put stuff in. And then I'll tell someone will be like, "Oh, do you want to do something on the 26th of April?" And then I'll go, "Becky, what are we doing on the 26th of April?" She's like, "Put it in your phone."
I normally message Becky when a booking comes in.
Show and the Sound. You got somebody else in the chat.
Yeah, we've got Durham on the 4th of April.
Durham on the 4th of April.
Yeah.
That's a lovely venue.
That's a
Durham.
beautiful venue.
Jimi Hendrix played there once.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, we can say that we performed in the same venue as Jimi Hendrix, which is cool.
Yeah.
Norfolk's had some crazy music venues, you know. Apparently there was one in West Runton, which is like on the coast, and like Queen played there, like the Beatles played there, like massive, and it's just like this tiny little village. So yeah, you get some weird little. If anyone wants to go to Norfolk for stuff, then you've got some loads of weird little places where some pretty crazy stuff's happened. So, and we're there. So,
Yeah. Well, gentlemen, before we go, if there's any like young people that are just getting into the business that want to push themselves further than they are now, what kind of advice would you have for them?
just dive in head first, be a sponge. Don't just listen to one person's opinion of what you should be doing, because the truth is it's an art, not a science, and everyone's got an opinion. So you might as well get as many of those opinions on board as possible. There's no right or wrong way to do it. So just enjoy it for what it is, and don't take it too seriously. Ultimately, it's fake fighting in little pants. So just have fun.
I think that's the reason why we've worked as well as we are, is we don't take ourselves too seriously as well. Because there's nothing worse than a trainee that's got every idea in the world and they only want to do that. And we're just like, yeah, cool, we'll do that. So yeah, on the back of what he'd say, I say learn how to learn. It's the main thing coaches notice is coachability. They really want somebody they can teach well and listens well. If you're really stubborn, then nobody will want to work with you. So yeah.
Awesome. Gentlemen, Sound, I want to thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
For having
I'm
us.
Joe Panther third. Your turn.
I missed that. You laughed and I didn't hear what you said.
Sorry.
I'm Joe Panther third.
I'm the rock star George Rashford. Me first.
All right, calm down. I'm
no.
Bobby Adams.
And they're the Sound, and we will catch you in the next one.